Another rebuild! I realize I have not done a rebuild challenge on Madden, let alone Madden 26. So today, for the first time, we're going to be doing a fantasy draft. I thought maybe I would hop in and pick the team, but ultimately I decided to let the CPU do it because I feel like it's just a little bit harder that way. We're going to see what happens to the NFL. So with the team the CPU picks us, we're going to try to build the best team possible and obviously try to win as many championships as we can. Although knowing Madden simulation, it's going to be very hard to do that. So we don't pick all the way till pick 30. There still is some really good players left. One specifically, Malik Neighbors. We could only wish the CPU drafts us him. There honestly still is a ton of players left. Quarterback definitely does not look so good anymore though. So we're definitely not going to have a quarterback year one. Hopefully there's actually no one here. And I just realized it was on scout status versus overall grade. And I mean, yeah, there's so many good players left. There's Barkley, there's Gibbs, Penei Sewell. If we want to cut offensive linemen, Derrick Henry, Chris Jones, there's actually so many players here. And same with the quarterbacks. There's literally so many good players left. Puka Nacua would be absolutely awesome on this team. I'd actually love if the CPU picked us a good defense, specifically Jared Verse or Will Anderson. Right edge doesn't look as good, but I mean, Trey Hendrickson or Daniel Hunter will definitely help the team. And then, of course, there's still a ton of good corners left. But we can't pick anything, so let's just go straight to the end of the draft. And if you guys do want to see more of these videos, make sure you like and comment. Let me know you guys do enjoy these videos, and I will for sure be making more of them. And honestly, the team looks pretty trash. Mac Jones is going to be the starting quarterback. We do have Christian McCaffrey. He is getting a bit older, but still 92 X factor. Probably the most exciting thing on this offense besides CMC, obviously Drake London, 91 superstar, only 24 years old, going to be the superstar receiver for us. The rest of the receivers are pretty bad. We have Romeo Doubs, Adam Thielen. He's a 79 normal, probably going to be his last year, and then Rondale Moore. And we actually have someone who's not even in the league anymore. So that's pretty awesome. Our O-line doesn't look awful. I mean, in reality, it's just Garrett Bowles that makes the line not look too bad. The rest of it's pretty awful. Although Bergeron is pretty young. Hunter Henry, old, still pretty solid. But I mean, we did get Gunnar Helm. He's only a 67 hidden. The offense doesn't look horrible, but it doesn't look good. Defensively wise, actually, we look pretty elite. We actually got Jared Verse too, who I was literally saying I wanted. 87 superstar. He's super young, only his second year in the league. And we actually got a few rookies. We got Tyleek Williams, Josiah Stewart, Ed Oliver. Obviously, he's not a rookie, but James Pierce. The defensive line actually might look really, really good these next coming years. Denzel Burke, obviously one of the best corners in the league, but he is a little bit older. Linebacking core doesn't look bad. We definitely need to upgrade the Sam position. But Jack Campbell is pretty solid. Rodriguez is serviceable, I guess. And obviously Kirby Joseph, who's actually been really good the last 2 years, surprisingly. And then we have Jordan Fuller. I mean, we could definitely upgrade. And same thing with Kyle Fuller. He's old now. We definitely could use some upgrades there. But overall, we don't really look like the worst team. I think the main thing that's holding us back is obviously Mac Jones. Honestly, if I'm being real, this season we're probably not going to do too well. We are an 85 overall. I want to take a quick look around the league, see who's where. Josh Allen is on the Cardinals. I think all Cardinals fans would absolutely love that. Lamar Jackson is on the Eagles. Him on the Eagles, this team would be absolutely unstoppable. Joe Burrow's on the Falcons. Patrick Mahomes is on the Texans. Stafford's on the 49ers, going to a rival team. Justin Herbert's on the Raiders. Dak Prescott goes to New Orleans. Goff goes to the Bills. Hurts is on the Jags. Mayfield, Washington Commanders, and Jaden McDaniels is on the Chargers. Pretty interesting from there. I wonder who just overall. Chase is on the Seahawks. Justin Jefferson is on the Broncos. Saquon is on the Browns. Where is Myles Garrett? Myles Garrett's on the 49ers. And then Parsons is a Raven. The Falcons team looks absolutely dirty with Joe Burrow and Jahmyr Gibbs. That team would be awesome. Anyways, getting into it, I don't think we're going to be that good. But after simming 1 week in, we do beat the Steelers 27-24. In the draft, there are some top quarterbacks in the draft. Clearly, we need quarterback badly. Marco Woodyard out of Nebraska, 6'3", kind of looks like a prototypical quarterback. And Cam McAdams is only 5'11", but he's definitely pretty fat. Big boy there for sure. 234 at 5'11". Hopefully one of them are pretty good and we can get one of them. But at the moment, we're 2-0. We're not looking that bad at all. We beat the Bills again, only by 3 points though, 20-17. And again, I don't know what teams are good right now, to be completely honest. But taking us to the midseason point, we're 3-4. We do have 21 players who need to renegotiate with. Honestly, I have no idea who it is. Hopefully it's not a ton of players, and it looks like it actually might be. Drake London, 6 years, $164 million, a ton of money. He does take it. Jack Campbell's not interested, but I definitely want him back. 5 years, 66, and he doesn't take that one. Don't really care so much about Jordan Fuller. Same with Tyler Scott. Honestly, we really don't have a big free agent class because none of these players here I really want or care about. So I don't think we're going to do anything else here. We'll get Jack Campbell back, and then maybe we bring back Jordan Fuller. He's only 27, so he could be good depth. He's actually pretty cheap. I'll bring him back. 2 years, $9.4 million for him. And honestly, I'm just going to take us to the playoffs. Hopefully we make it. If not, hopefully we just lose out so we can have a good pick. But I guess time will tell. Surprisingly, we do make the playoffs going 9-8, but we're going to be facing the 12-5 Ravens in the first round. Honestly, our team was just kind of average, maybe above average. We'll take a quick peek at the stats. Mac Jones actually didn't do bad at all. 3,700 yards for him, 32 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Mac Jones actually had a killer year. We already knew what Christian McCaffrey was going to do with 1,300 yards, 4.9 to carry, and 11 touchdowns for him. Byshell Tootin he actually wasn't that good. Surprisingly, he was definitely in the slot. But Adam Thielen led the team in receiving yards with 1,004, 8 touchdowns for him. Drake London, 879 and 9. Surprisingly, Romeo Doubs didn't do bad at all. He had 749 and 9 touchdowns. We'll definitely take that out of Romeo Doubs. Hunter Henry, 646 and 1. And then Rondale chipped in a little bit, 238 and 3. Really not too bad. I mean, our offense really wasn't the best. The blocking wise, it wasn't horrible compared to other times we do this. Jack Campbell leads the team in tackles with 133. Tackles for loss is going to go to Tyleik Williams with 12, actually. 11 for Ed Oliver, 10 for Jared Verse, and 9 for James Pierce. Sacks-wise, Jared Verse led the team in sacks with 15.5. Ed Oliver had 15, which is really surprising. Tyleik Williams had 9.5. He may well win Rookie of the Year pretty easily. James Pierce had 7 sacks. Definitely want to develop James Pierce. Let's look at the turnovers. And Denzel Ward had 3 interceptions, 2 for Campbell, 2 for Malik Hooker, and 1 for Rayshawn Jenkins. Not the most interceptions I've ever seen before. Just going to sim past this one. Don't really want to hop in. It's only year 1. So I'm just going to sim past this one. Hopefully we win it. We start getting far into the playoffs, I'll jump in, but I don't see us winning that one. And we actually beat the Ravens by 1. We beat them 28-27, surprisingly. I did not think we were going to win that. Facing the Chargers, they're 13-4. I think the Chargers have Jaden McDaniels, so going to be a hard matchup with here. Yep, that's where we lose. 31-17. Didn't think we were going to make it that far anyway. I'm pretty happy with the first year. I'm happy that we made the playoffs at least. And I'm not sure what we're going to do in the draft because we do have decent amount of positions of need. One including quarterback, but Mac Jones didn't do that bad. Is that crazy that I might keep him? But taking a look at the season recap, the Chargers did go on to win the Super Bowl 13-6. Jonathan Greenyard is your Super Bowl MVP, but Jaden McDaniels did win it with the Chargers. Tedorow McMillan is Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. Whoa, Offensive Player of the Year goes to Tedorow McMillan? I thought that was Rookie of the Year for a second. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Danielle Hunter, and of course, obviously, Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Tedorow McMillan. Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Abdul Carter. So Tyleik Williams didn't win it. But we do have 17 players that we need to renegotiate with, one including Jack Campbell. We're definitely going to bring him back. I'll give him, 6 years? This is kind of what I gave him last time, actually. 6 years, 97.2. He wants to play for a new team. Too bad that's not happening. We're just going to franchise tag him. It's only $13 million, and we don't have anybody else there to bring back. Free agency might be pretty interesting. I don't know how this year's going to look compared to like a regular, and it's actually worse. But Dylan Sampson's here, and I wouldn't mind a backup running back at all. 2 years, 11.4 will probably get him. And actually, no, we're not even going to be close. It looks like everyone's going all in on Dylan Sampson, who has 10 offers. And I mean, there's literally nobody here. There's absolutely nobody. So we're not going to do anything. If we get Dylan Sampson, we get him. I doubt that happens. Let's hop into the draft. Hopefully we have a pretty decent pick. We did go 9-8 though, which does get us the 25th pick. We needed quarterback pretty badly. Doesn't look like there's too many quarterbacks here, although Charles Campbell might be able to fall to us. Definitely looks like the best one here. I honestly think maybe I don't think he'll fall to us. But it doesn't look like this is the strongest quarterback class, so we're just going to sim to our pick. Unfortunately, that quarterback does go. Cam Whitaker, that 5'11 quarterback, is potentially undrafted. He looks awful. There is one other one here, Kurt Reeves, but he's true 3 to 4 talent. Although he is an elite athlete. If he's here in a later round, I would for sure get him. But I'm not going to take him here in the first round, that's for sure. So with that being said, Oscar Valdez is going to be the pick here in round 1. 6'1", 230 run stopper, absolute elite athlete. He's elite speed. Take a look at his stats. A awareness, block shed, hit power, play rec. He has B pursuit. He looks really, really good. He's projected 2 to 3. I want to take him here, I think, pick 25. He was the 41st ranked player in the class. We got him at 25. He looks good. Definitely like the pick there. There was a really good receiver out of LSU that I kind of hope stays. Now with this pick, I think we're going to go Curtis Burnett out of Louisville, 6'4" slot receiver. He's a pretty good athlete. His stats they look all right. I think he's just going to be the guy here. There's really not that many good players left. We need a receiver badly. Adam Thielen led the team in receiving yards last year, and he's probably not on the team anymore. 82nd ranked player. Got him at 57. He is a hidden dev. He has 93 speed. He doesn't look bad at all. He's probably like a 73 overall, though, if I'm being completely honest. We didn't have a third round pick, so now we're already in the 4th round. Cordell Tart looks absolutely elite. He's 6'5". He looks kind of pretty decent at everything. He's an elite athlete. His stats all look pretty solid. He's really not the best pass blocker, but it's not horrible. He's going to be the guy here. He's a pretty cool name, too. 61st ranked player. Got him at 121. He is a hidden dev, too. Hopefully, he can develop pretty well for us because our offensive line is really not the best. And I'm going to let the CPU decide. We don't have a pick till the 6th round. And now, taking a look at our draft recap, hopefully we did pretty solid. Our first overall pick, not first overall, but our first round pick, the linebacker Oscar Valdez was a 75. Exactly what I thought with the receiver, 73 for him, 73 for the guard. The CPU picked us a 63, 71 corner who actually hopefully has hidden dev. Does he have? No, he's normal. And then a 68 safety and a 64 tackle who definitely will not be playing. And if he is, our team is completely screwed. At the start of year 2, this is what the team is now looking like. I was hoping Mac Jones jumped up to star. He is a 78 overall now. So he's definitely not the worst, but he's definitely not the best. We're probably going to have to replace him. Same thing goes with CMC. I do love CMC. He's one of the best running backs in the league, but he is getting up there in age. He's now a 30-year-old running back, and in Madden, that means you're probably only going to be getting worse, and same with real life, if I'm being completely honest. So he might be someone we look to trade and maybe get someone a little bit younger, get some draft assets. Receiver, we're probably still going to need Drake London, 93 star. Romeo Dobbs is still an 82. He's a star. And then we got Burnett, obviously. He's a 74 hidden. Hopefully he can amount to something. And actually, our offensive line looks a little bit better. Garrett Bowles went down a little bit. He's only 90 star, but Bergeron's getting up. Meredith went up. Shaq Mason stayed the same. And Antoine Harrison surprisingly went up. Hunter Henry's still an 84 star. Gunnar Helm is a star. He jumped up to a 74 overall, so not bad. Taking a look at the defense, we still look really, really good here. Verse is up to an 89 superstar. Tyleek Williams is an 84 now. He's a star. Ed Oliver, 84 star. I actually may play Tyleek over Ed Oliver. We'll see. James Pierce is a 79 star. I definitely want to develop James Pierce as much as possible. Denzel Ward is still doing his thing. Kyle Fuller. We need cornerback pretty badly. We do have Womack, but I mean, it's a huge need, if I'm being honest. Linebacker, we look pretty solid with Jack Campbell leading the way. We could definitely probably use an upgrade from Malcolm Rodriguez, but Oscar Valdez, hopefully he's a superstar, if not X Factor. And then also Kirby Joseph, he's a 92 superstar. He's going to be here for pretty much the long run. And then we definitely need another strong safety. Actually, Malik Hooker went up to star dev. He's a 79 and Jordan Fuller's a 78, surprisingly. Though I do like where this team is headed. We're an 85 overall. I don't know how we're going to compare to last year. I'm going to take us to the midseason point this time. And we're 3-4 again at the midseason point here. We do have 12 players that we need to renegotiate with, one including Jared Verse. 5 years, 132, he takes it. Jack Campbell's going to be expensive. It is what it is at this point. What about 5 years, 92.5? He takes it. Finally, but then we do have a Tyleek still. I want him for the long run. 5 years, 96. He takes that. James Pierce. We have so many our young players that we need to re-sign. 6 years, 58.8. Pretty cheap deal, actually, and he takes that. Gonna wait on Romeo Dobbs. Same thing with Hunter Henry. Malik Hooker, yes, not accepting. Anton Harrison, maybe we bring back, but not till the end of the year. Shaq Mason's probably going to be gone after this year. 33 years old. He's getting up there in age, that's for sure. And that's actually all we have here. So not a whole ton of players, but we did have some of our best players that we had to re-sign. And in this year's draft, there's only one quarterback projected in the top 10, LaMarcus Cox, which of course definitely sucks for us. I'm kind of really debating. Mac Jones is actually doing pretty solid. I'm kind of really debating on trading maybe CMC. Bashal Tootin so far, 4.7 a carry, not bad in the time he's been playing. Burnett's leading the team in receiving yards with 443 and 5 so far at the midseason point. Sacks-wise is looking, actually, it's pretty bad so far through the midseason point, kind of to be expected. Jack Campbell's leading the team in tackles with 67. Tackles for loss is Jared Verse. Sacks-wise, it's going to be 6 for Ed Oliver. Taking a look at the turnovers, we actually do have a pretty decent amount of interceptions so far through the midseason point. 2 for Hooker, 2 for Ward, 2 for Fuller, and 1 for Fuller again. I don't know, I'm just really debating on trading CMC here. It's probably our smartest move. What if I just look to see what we could get for him right now? I mean, we could get a decent amount back right now, that's for sure. Oh, Brian Thomas. I want to do this so bad. I kind of even want to do the Worthy. That's a ton of picks. Maybe I just wait till next year or the end of the year, and then we'll go from there. He's 30 years old. I mean, he still has a 91 X factor and it's CMC, but it's probably smarter to do it now rather than later. And for the second year in a row, both same midseason record and 9-8 again, same record again. So we're definitely going to have to make some moves. I don't want to be 9-8 every single damn year. I'm just going to send this one. I don't think we're going to beat the Broncos. Yep, and we get blown out 42-21. I kind of expected that. Let's just go to the end of the year. We'll take a look at the season recap. The Green Bay Packers beat the Chiefs 45-21. Trevor Lawrence is your Super Bowl MVP. That would definitely never happen. Joe Burrow wins MVP on the Falcons. Puka Nacua, Offensive Player of the Year on the Falcons too. So they have Joe Burrow, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Puka Nacua, and they haven't won anything. That might be the most sacked offense of all time. Defensive Player of the Year, Aiden Hutchinson. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Chris Burnett on the Jets. Defensive Rookie goes to Hunter Wilson. We'll take a quick look at the stats, see how we did. What did Mac Jones do? Actually, Mac Jones has been killing it. I don't even know if we need another quarterback. 4,000 yards, 39 touchdowns, 7 interceptions from him. He's been absolutely killing it for us. CMC didn't have his best year, only 1,066 yards, only 4.1 a carry and 9 touchdowns. This may be the year that we look to move Christian McCaffrey. Surprisingly, Romeo Doubs led the team in receiving yards, 1,055 and 12 for touchdowns for him. Our rookie, 1,003 receiving yards, 15 touchdowns. Drake London, 924 and 8. Not a bad year receiving wise. Definitely probably could use at least one more receiver. Blocking was horrible. On the defense, though, Jack Campbell does lead the team in tackles with 142. No surprise there. Tackles for loss, 13 for Jared Verse, 10 for Ed Oliver, 9 for Tyreek Williams, 8 for Josiah Stewart, who's actually our backup, so pretty solid out of him. And 18 sacks for Ed Oliver. James Pierce chipped in 8.5, 7.5 for Tyreek Williams, 4 for Jack Campbell, and only 3 for Jared Verse. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but let's take a look at the turnovers. 4 for Malik Hooker, 2 for Jordan Fuller, 2 for Fuller, 2 for Ward, and 1 for Womack. So we had a decent amount of interceptions, actually. We still do have a couple players we need to bring back at free agency. I don't really want to give Romeo Doubs a big contract. I'll give him 7 years, $108 million. No. 1 year, I'll do 2. 2 years, $31 million. He doesn't want to accept that. His franchise tag's going to be retardedly expensive. 23.5. Don't want to do that. Antoine Harrison, he's actually kind of expensive. 1 year, 15. He wants to play for a new team too, and we'll get Malik Hooker back, actually. Malik Hooker, 2 years, $9 million. He doesn't want to come either. So looks like everyone's going to free agency. I'm not franchise tagging any of these players. Anton Harrison, I actually would. $12 million is pretty cheap. We have a ton of money. Now, here in free agency, this is going to be big for us. Hopefully, there's some players here, and it's not looking like it. And Romeo Doubs now has a ton of offers. We could go after QJ, though. But I don't know. There's just really not that many players here at all that we really would want. Alfred Collins actually is pretty interesting. Anybody else? Latu. So I gave Romeo Doubs the highest offer I could just to see a very low risk, 5 years, almost paying him like $90 million a year, paying him pretty much $18 million a year, and we're not even in his top 5. So Romeo Doubs is definitely going to be off the team. That's fine. Honestly, is there anybody? No, there's not. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll just go to the draft. But actually, this may be where we trade CMC. I didn't exactly want to do it, but CMC is down to an 89. He's still an X factor, 2 third-round picks for the Bengals' first-round pick this year. Just thought it was probably the best option to do now. And now here in the draft, hopefully we can have a pretty solid draft here. So we have pick 10 and the 21st pick. Again, quarterback just really doesn't look good. We may just keep Mac Jones for another year at this point. But LaMarcus Cox is still here. He actually looks really good. He's a solid athlete. He has A, awareness, deep accuracy, medium accuracy, short accuracy, C, throw on the run, B, under pressure. He looks really good for projected 2 to 3 talent. I think I'm going to take him here. He's projected to go around the 12th spot, or at least the 12th best player, maybe no, definitely projected to go 12. We took him here, and he's actually the 57th ranked player. We got him at 10. He very may well be the starting quarterback next year. And obviously, we need to replace Romeo Doubs. Sherrod Posey out of LSU looks like he's one of the best players in this class. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Sherrod Posey is going to be the guy. And he was the 6th ranked player. We got him at 21. He is a hidden dev too. He looks absolutely elite. He's definitely going to be a guy on this team. And so we're giving up Kadarius Toney and Kyle Fuller, but we're giving up 2 second-round picks for Jarek Browning. We gave up a second this year and a second next year. He is an X factor, and the reason why I traded for him, they also have Saquon Barkley on the team, so I felt like it really didn't matter getting rid of him. Although this necessarily isn't a realistic rebuild. We do have one more pick maybe I might use with this fourth round pick. And I think the guy's going to be Alex Barron. He has a finesse move. He's 6'5", 300-pound speed rusher. Looks like the best guy left available. Also could use some backup depth there, but he was ranked 167. Got him at 117. He is a hidden dev though. And I think I'm just going to let the CPU decide the rest of these players now. Now let's take a look at our draft recap. Obviously going to be a little weaker than probably most times, but LaMarcus Cox is a 75 overall. The wide receiver was an 81. Sherrod Posey. Tackle we got 70 hidden. The CPU got a 64, 65, a 70 wide receiver, and a 65 strong safety. Let's look how he did overall. Was he the best receiver in this class? I'm assuming so. And yeah, that looks like it's the case, right? Let's see. Is anybody better than him? Nope. He was the number 1 receiver. That's awesome. We got him, I don't even know when, at pick 21. So pretty far down the board too for being a top 10 player. So I'm pretty happy about how we did in the draft. And now heading into year 3, let's take a look at how this team is now looking. We look really solid on offense now. Lamar Cox is going to be the starter over Mac Jones. I think he's going to have superstar or maybe X Factor, hopefully. Plus, this is probably the best way to develop him. Browning is an 85 X Factor. He's going to be awesome for us. Drake London, 94 overall star. Happy about that. Burnett does have superstar. He's up to an 85 superstar. And Posey is an 81 hidden. Really happy about that. The offensive line looks solid. It's improving. Gunnar Helm's not bad. We could definitely use an upgrade. He's only a 78 star. Don't really know how much he's going to develop. Then defensively wise, we look elite. Our defensive line looks awesome. Jared Verse, 90 overall superstar. Ed Oliver, 85 star. Tyleek Williams is up to an 87. He's at a star. James Pierce, 81 star. Denzel Ward is still a 91 superstar. He's definitely probably going to be regressing here soon. And then corner, we could definitely use another corner pretty badly. Linebacker doesn't look bad though. Campbell, 88 star. Valdez, 81 star. Malcolm Rodriguez, 79 star. Could probably use an upgrade at linebacker though. Kirby Joseph is a 93 star. And then Jordan Fuller actually jumped up to a 78 and he's a superstar now. So I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, I think this year we'll do a little bit better than the years prior. And by that, hopefully we win at least 10 games this season. We're up to an 87 overall. I feel like we definitely could do it. And we're 2-4 at the midseason. We have 18 players who we need to renegotiate with. Bishal Tuden, I want back as a backup. I mean, 4 years, 27, it's a lot of money, but we do have a lot of money. We have a rookie quarterback. I'm probably going to get rid of Mac Jones now. Jordan Fuller, pretty cheap. I'll give him it. 2 years, $10 million. That's not bad at all. He has been actually pretty solid for us. Gunnar Helm, not sure. Same with Anton Harrison. Really, I didn't even know we had Broderick Jones on the team. Rondell Moore, probably not. And same with most of these players. We may look to get some of these players back at the end of the year, but at this midseason point, I don't know if I'm going to bring back, honestly, anybody here. Most of these players are just backups, so it's not the biggest deal, besides a few. And we're going to be sending Mac Jones, Brandon Casey, who's like our 4th string running back, a 6th and a 7th for 2 young players. They both are rookies. One's a corner, one's a tight end. They had 2 rookie tight ends, so we snagged one of them and a corner. So that will definitely help out the team. Hopefully we could have a little bit of a better record going into the playoffs. Or I should say making the playoffs at least. And I mean, yeah, we went 6-11. We do have a dove trait for LaMarcus Cox, so we know he's at least a superstar. I mean, let's just get this year over with. Heading into re-signings, we do have a few players I believe we need to get. Gunnar Helm, I mean, I'll bring him back. 4 years, $50 million. He takes it. Same thing with Anton Harrison, 3 years, $46.8. Pretty expensive, but he takes it. And then I don't think I'm going to bring anybody else back. Let's just go straight to free agency. And hopefully this is a big free agent class because we do have a ton of money going into free agency. There's just not many players here. Every single year, it just looks like there isn't many players going into free agency. So this is pretty much we're going after Mike Green, Christian Fulton, and Nicholas Cruz. A ton of offers for most of these players. Let's see if we get any. We do get Christian Fulton and we get Nicholas Cruz. We do not get Mike Green though, unfortunately. Anyways, let's get into the draft. Hopefully we can have a pretty solid draft. We don't have our second round picks though, which is the only thing that kind of stinks. But we do have the #1 overall pick. And we're going to be trading the #1 overall pick for Carson Swessinger, Maxwell Harrison, and Jonah Rivera. Now we don't pick to the 4th round, but my thinking was we got, actually, I just simmed to the end of the draft. Okay, well, at the start of year 4, let's take a look at the team. And there was a ton of top guys at the #1 overall pick. But I felt like these guys could make the team better right now, including Jonah Rivera, who will be our 4th receiver, but we needed another one. He's the 86 superstar, so Drake London's a 94 star. We have 3 superstar receivers, which is awesome. Hopefully Lamar Cox could have a better season. We definitely could probably use some linemen. That's for sure. Probably going to have to trade for some. Gunnar Helm's an 80 overall star tight end. And then the other tight end we traded for is a 77 star. So not bad. And then taking a look at our 2 important players in the defense now, Carson Swessinger is a 91 overall X factor. Same thing with Harrison. He's a 88 star. And I mean, Denzel Ward jumped up to 90 overall X factor. And actually, one of our linemen has superstar X factor. I definitely want him to be 3rd. Hopefully he can progress. We have a backup 68 overall superstar edge. Not bad here. I mean, our defensive line looks really good. Our linebackers look really good. I'm probably going to play Jack Campbell at the Sam. Definitely want him to play, but our defense looks elite. Lamar Cox is already an 87 superstar. So I'm really happy with this team. I'm going to go to the midseason point, and I think we easily at least have 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. I think 5, 6 wins, honestly. Thought we were doing a little bit better. We're only 3-3. Our offense looks actually really good. Our defense looks pretty solid too, but actually now that I'm looking at it, our opponent's points per game is not very good. Hopefully they'll change going to the end of the season. I mean, we have a ton of good players, a ton of young players. Hopefully they can keep developing and we can do a little bit better. And we do go 9-8. We do make the playoffs. We're facing the Jags in the 1st round. I feel like we have a chance against the team. I feel like we could beat them. I'm going to hop into this. I'm definitely feeling pretty good. We're 91 compared to their 90 overall. Okay, and getting into this, hopefully we could score pretty early. We both get 3. The Jags score a touchdown. Then we score a touchdown. They score another. And then we score another. We finally get a field goal. We take the lead. It's looking pretty solid so far. And actually, it's 27-27 with only a minute 34 left in the. Hopefully we could score and get out of here. And it's going to overtime. And we score. Hopefully we could just keep the Jags from scoring and they score again. So honestly, we just have to hope for the best, and we win 37-34. This was a high-scoring game, and I kind of want to take a look at the stats. LaMarcus Cox had 463 and 4 touchdowns. He had a ton. He did have an interception, but awesome game from him. Rushing-wise, didn't have a ton of rushing yards. Only 8 carries for Jarek Browning and 37 yards. Honestly, we just didn't rush the ball a lot. And Sherrod Posey had 229 yards and 3 touchdowns. Honestly, that's all we really needed to see. That may be one of the best playoff games for a wide receiver I've ever seen before. But on to the 2nd round, we are facing the Buffalo Bills, who are 13-4. We do have a better overall. We're 2 overall better than them, 91-89. Getting at this, hopefully we can come out and score pretty early. The Buffalo Bills score, we get a field goal, they get a touchdown, unfortunately. They get another touchdown, and we tied it up going into the 4th quarter. The Bills have the ball. Hopefully we can get a stop here. Please, can we get a stop? We hold them to a field goal, and somehow we score. Can we just hold the Bills? And we do. We win 28-24. We just beat the Buffalo Bills. Marcus Cox didn't have the best game, but I mean, we won. I'll take it. As long as we win, it doesn't matter. Now we are facing the Baltimore Ravens, who are 12-5. Again, I think we could beat this team. We're 91 compared to their 89. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Hopefully, again, okay, we score pretty early. We get a field goal. They come down and score a touchdown. We score a touchdown. Again, I think this is the year we win the Super Bowl, and I don't even know what just happened. That went so fast, but we beat the Ravens 17-14. Pretty easily, it felt like. Lamar Cox had a way better game this time than last game. I don't know how, but somehow the Chicago Bears made the playoffs. And they went 8-9 and made the playoffs. We're 9-8. I mean, this is a Super Bowl year. This is it. We're 91 compared to their 88. Let's get into this. I am pretty excited about this now. And we score a touchdown. We make it 14-0. The Bears haven't scored yet. They finally do in the 3rd quarter. Hopefully we can just put this away. 17-7. The Bears come down and score, but that's too late. The New York Jets are your Super Bowl champions. We beat the Bears 17-14, and there was really no passing yards in that game, actually. I hope you guys did enjoy this rebuild challenge. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton, and I'll see you guys in the next